Rise and grind. Leave them behind. Let's have this conversation. Welcome to The Grind with Dr. McKenzie. I am Dr. McKenzie, and today I want to lead us in a conversation. Today I want to talk about leaving behind the things that are holding you back. Because on our upward journey to success, it's not just about climbing the ladder, but it's about shedding what's holding you back. You see, I've been there. I've done that. And I'm here to share with you some wisdom that will help you on your journey. Point number 1, shedding toxic relationships. Let's talk about cutting ties, the tough but necessary step to make room for success. It's not about abandoning your roots or forgetting where you've come from, but it's about recognizing when certain relationships are toxic and they're hindering your growth. I had a friend who always had a negative outlook on life. No matter what I achieved, he always found a way to downplay it. He had toxic energy that started to seep into my own mindset, affecting my drive and my ambition. And it took me a while to realize this. And once I shedded him, my success skyrocketed. This friend today is still where he was back then. He still thinks the same way. He still thinks that my dreams and my hopes and my aspirations are impossible. He thinks that the life that I now live is only because I got lucky. He doesn't understand that my life is possible because I shedded toxic energy. My life is possible because I shedded all the negativity. My life is possible because I got rid of all the people who wanted to tell me that I can't do it. And so I began to climb and to rise and to elevate when I learned to drop the dead weight that was holding me back. And so today we want to encourage you to surround yourself with people who will uplift, inspire, and challenge you. Because success is a team sport, and you need teammates who push you to be your best. Jim Rohn once said that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so surround yourself with great people. Point number 2, break free from limiting habits. Let's talk about habits, those daily rituals that can either propel you forward or anchor you down. And it's time that we identify the ones that are holding us back and break free from these habits. On this channel, we talk a lot about cigars and whiskey. And these are vices that we indulge in during our leisure time. But if a vice is taking you away from achieving success, then it's time to reconsider. If you are struggling with alcohol or any other vice, then I urge you to get help. But there are other vices that hinder our success. I used to procrastinate. I used to think that tomorrow will be a better day, and so I'll do it tomorrow. And so I had to develop that discipline to achieve success today. Success requires consistency. Success requires that every day you rise and you grind and you go out and get it. Stephen Covey said that the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Point number 3, embracing change and growth. Let's talk about embracing change, because life is dynamic. And so your approach to growth and success needs to always be evolving and adapting. In life, we've talked about having to leave behind friends. We talked about having to leave behind habits. But there will be times where you might have to leave behind the old you. Success requires that you are constantly changing. And so leave behind your past way of thinking. Leave behind the habits that you used to do. Leave behind the limiting beliefs that you used to have. If you are still the same person today as you were 10 years ago, that means that you have wasted the past 10 years. And so you should always be evolving and changing and becoming new. And so on your journey to success, you might have to even leave behind the old you, your old thinking, your old thoughts. A few years ago, I had to come to this place. I had to pivot in my life and in my career. It was scary and uncertain, but I know that it was necessary for my growth. I had to unlearn some things, get out of my comfort zone. It wasn't easy, but it was the catalyst for my success today. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Embrace change and be willing to learn and never settle. In the discomfort is where you find your growth. Tony Robbins said that the only limit to your impact is your imagination and your commitment. And so, friends, as you strive for upward mobility, remember that success requires sacrifice. Cut ties with all toxic relationships, break free from limiting habits, and embrace change. The journey to success is not easy. But as we keep climbing and striving and rising and grinding, we cannot have anything that's going to make this journey harder. You're going to have to leave them behind. Now, I'm a former Marine, and we always go by this adage of always being faithful, leaving no man behind. That's how we approach combat. But in this battle for your success, there will be some people that you've got to leave behind. So often we see it happening to celebrities, basketball players, rappers, who they're trying to bring the hood with them. And it ends up costing them everything. My mother used to always tell me, the best thing you could do for poor people is not join them. On this path to upward mobility, there will be some people that you gotta leave behind. There will be some thinking you've gotta leave behind. There will be some habits that you've got to leave behind. And so we are here to help you on this journey, lifting you as you climb, because we want to motivate you and help you to become your best self. Leave them behind. We hope that we've helped you with this video today. If we've helped you, then help us. Leave a comment, share something that you've had to leave in the past to get where you are today. Join this community because we are trying to help each other. We're climbing and we're lifting each other as we elevate. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.